Good morning. Happy Sunday. So, you guys haven't seen me in a while doing a style conversation. So, I want to welcome you to the first style conversation and the last one of 2020. So, I am Sarah A. Crawford. I am the curator of Style Conversation, owner of an R Original Lifestyle brand, and curator of Blondie Mansion. Oh, and I forgot, author of Playbook to Essential Style. So, let me tell you a little bit about the Style Conversation. When Style Conversation first came about, it was after I wrote my first book, The Playbook to Essential Style. When I wrote that book, I went on an untraditional book tour. The book tour, we sat over meals, whether it be breakfast, dinner, or lunch. We discussed different aspects of the book. We talked about all things stylish, all things fashion, and then we left for the evening, and it came along with some gifts as well. So now that we are dealing with a pandemic, we are moving style conversation in a different direction. So, everybody knows that COVID 19 has ran rampant and it's also put very tight restrictions on gatherings. So, the best thing to do was to move into a virtual space. So, today we're going to have a quaint, quiet, cute little conversation with a couple of friends of mine that I've been wanting to share with you for a very long time and you guys have been asking me about. So, that is where we are with the style conversation. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. So today I have with me Miss Netta Baker Springer from V Class Makeup and Miss Sherilyn Moore from Looks by Lynn. So, being a designer myself and also being a fashion stylist, people are always asking me, "Oh, who does your makeup? Oh, who does your hair?" So, now I'm going to share my secret weapons with you guys. And if you're going to play in their sandbox, please play nice because I'm sharing with you. So again, we are in COVID 19 in this pandemic. One of the things that's really been big is that we've all been in the house. We haven't been able to get out and do all the things we used to be able to do. So self care has become a thing. And I really wanted to come to you guys today, Self Care Sunday, and talk about some things that we can all do to kind of keep ourselves calm, kind of keep some balance, being as though we're in this pandemic. Take care of your hair, your nails. At one point, hair salons, nail salons were all shut down. So we all were kind of scrambling to figure out how we still were going to feel beautiful on these 1,001 Zoom calls that everyone's been on, and also just feel like we were taking care of ourselves. So, Miss Netta,
Yes, ma'am.
tell us about V Class Makeup.
V Class Makeup was started in 2014. So I've been doing makeup now here in Wilmington, Delaware. It's just me as of right now. 2021, I'm looking to move V Class from my current studio to a studio on Kirkwood Highway. So it'll be a makeup beauty bar, which there I will be doing, of course, makeup. It'll probably be me, and I think I'm in talks with two other makeup artists. I also will have lashes, and I'm looking to hire an esthetician. But that'll be like probably like summertime of 2021.
Okay. So I have a couple more questions for her, but I'm gonna hold those guys. So let's move on to Miss Cheryl Lynn. Tell us about Looks by Lynn.
So, Looks by Lynn is a hair and makeup studio. I've been a hairstylist here in Wilmington, Delaware for 20 years. I have been in my own salon suite on Kirkwood Highway for the last 5 years. So, I only do natural hair, specialize in natural hair, um, and do a variety of different types of styles, color, cuts, curls, straightening, whatever. You name it, I do it, but only natural.
She did mine.
Okay, so okay, they're crazy. So one of the things I wanted to really ask Miss V, well, I call her V. She has a lot of names. I call her V, guys. So let's just play along. So what I wanted to ask V, she's talking about how she's moving into a new studio, hopefully in 2021. How do you feel like COVID 19 has impacted the makeup industry and or affected your business?
Um, I can't say that COVID has affected my business in a
Okay.
negative way.
And that's great. And that's great.
I have to say that COVID has increased my business. I'm blessed to say that because I still have the same amount of clients. I still have people that come to me. I still have people that want to do virtual classes. Virtual classes is a big thing now. One-on-one classes is a big thing now. People are just getting makeup done just to sit in a house now. People are coming to me to get makeup done to do Zoom calls.
Exactly.
People are having virtual tea parties and they want makeup done. Like, my business has been fluctuating a lot more. I can say that I haven't experienced anything negative.
So how do you feel it's affected your business, Charlene?
Well, it definitely put a halt to my business for several months. But since we've been back in the salon, I have not felt many effects at all.
Right.
The same as, Netta was just saying. So I've been booked for a month. So it's very hard.
She has. It's been annoying because I can't even get an appointment, and that's annoying.
I mean, as of right now, what is today? Today's the 13th? I don't have an opening until December 30th.
See,
so,
and I have to go the day before Christmas Eve. Not happy, but it's okay. I'm just saying.
So it did halt business for several months, which was very hard. But came back full swing, no stopping.
So the one thing I have constantly been talking about, and a lot of you guys know me from being the director of the Women's Business Center, so we're always talking about business, and I'm always talking about small business and how they've been affected, and all these different things. And what I know to be true, and what I've constantly been telling our clients and just general public, is that because of the pandemic, you have to think outside of the box. And what prompted me to, really remind you guys again of that was, when V just said that people are doing virtual tea parties and they're getting their makeup done. Mm-hmm. I have not yet to get my makeup done for a Zoom call, but it sounds like a great idea because I'm always on them. But I just think that, learning how to pivot your business is really important, and learning how to adapt to our current situation and figure out what's going to work and keep those streams of income going. So this isn't about a business, about business class today, but just had to plug that real quick. So what do you feel like, and either one of you can answer, both of you can answer, it doesn't matter, at the same time or after each other, but what do you think people can do right now with their hair and in regards to like facial routines and things like that, to keep them beautified and to keep them feel like they're relaxed during the pandemic, especially because we're not like really out and about like we used to be?
I mean, one thing a lot of my clients have shifted towards is protective styles. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of been like a saving grace for a lot of my clients.
So what exactly, for those who don't know, what is considered a protective style?
So protective style, we're talking about weaves, sew-ins, crochet, braids, anything where your hair is basically tucked under, so none of your hair is exposed, so you don't have to worry about your hair.
Right.
And then a lot of my clients also have locks. Like, I now have micro locks. Then there's traditional locks. So that's kind of gives you a little bit more room where you don't have to get your hair done as often.
So I'm gonna intercept real quick. I have a crochet, guys, and we like to call it shake and go because that girl be busy and she don't have time to be playing the hair all the time. So all I gotta do is go like this, put some product in there and keep it pushing. But you gotta make it look nice and take care of it. But exactly. So it works for me. So Ms. V, now what do you feel like people can do? Any kind of facial routines, tips?
Skincare is something that you should be doing every day, even amongst COVID. You should be having a good cleanser. You should have a good hydrating toner. You should exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week. If your skin is sensitive, only do it twice a week. And you should have a good moisturizer. And if you're suffering from like bags underneath your eyes, or you feel like you got fine lines or anything, you need to get a good eye cream. Use that on a daily basis. Just make sure you're practicing good skincare on a daily basis.
So it sounds like you need to be consistent, and I keep talking about that. Consistency is key. That is going to be our theme for 2021. So what are some really good moisturizers, and what are some home things like remedies or something you can do as far as exfoliating? If there are any.
I don't use home remedy exfoliating. I'm sorry. I use Dermalogica products. I like them. I mean, they may not work for everyone else. You would have to figure it out. You basically would have to test them out to see which ones. But I do like Dermalogica. It's not too harsh on my skin. It's not too harsh on people's skin that I recommend it to either. They have a gentle cleanser, and they have one that's more formulated a different way. It's not as gentle, but I would prefer the gentle cleanser for anyone. The moisturizer is good. The hydrating toner that I use is I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, but
it'll come to you.
Yes. It's a really good one. I don't like to use toners that are not hydrating, because I feel like they pull too much out of your skin.
It dries you out.
Yeah, I like to have it hydrating so that it all is in balance with each other. So I would use that. Exfoliating, just get you one. You got to figure out which grit is for you. Sometimes it might be too harsh. Sometimes it might not be enough for you. You just got to like play with it to see which one is good for you. But definitely exfoliate your skin. If you are feeling like your texture is not right, you seeing a lot of dark marks, stuff like that, exfoliating that dead skin off will help the appearance of your skin.
Did you have something to add? I saw you.
As far as skin is concerned, yeah. I mean, it's all in your diet too. So yeah, you can do all this exfoliating and cleaning and get the top of the line products. But if you ain't drinking no water, then
you're going to be messed
it's
up.
null and void. and
you
that
guys
goes
have
for your hair too.
Yes, you have to drink water. Like, you guys are
to.
dehydrated.
Right.
So dehydrated. And when you are dehydrated, it affects your whole appearance.
Yeah, exactly. And I know you guys are home probably drinking more wine and more alcohol because they done told us sales is up.
Yes.
It's
so,
up.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So I know.
Cheers.
You have to, yeah, you
But we
definitely
got
have
water
to drink
too, though.
water.
We got water
I
too.
drink water. I'm not with them.
Don't be like that.
Sorry.
So, okay. I'm going to get back to this hair and this skincare things. We're not done with that. But I'm going to pivot just a little bit. So, I'm the designer. And one of the things that has become huge, it was becoming huge before COVID-19, but it's really big now. Even more is activewear and leisure wear and loungewear. They're all kind of the same thing, but they got kind of little cute different names depending on who makes them. And I know I told you guys to grab a glass and grab your loungewear. I changed us at the last minute. So we're not in loungewear. We wanted to come to you with some pops of color and, be cute. And that's okay. So I hope you're at home lounging and cozy. However, loungewear is huge. And you know what I really love about loungewear? You can totally wear it outside depending on what it looks like. And you can wear it to the office. You can wear it on your Zoom calls. Because I know a lot of y'all are cute on the top, but you got pajamas on the bottom. So, and that's okay because I've done it too. That's the beautiful thing about Zoom. But that's what loungewear is all about. So have you guys really been buying loungewear? How do you feel about it? Is it comfortable? Is it, what happened?
Yeah, I even wear my loungewear even if I was going out somewhere, I wear my loungewear with heels on.
Exactly.
You can dress it up and dress it down.
Jeans have not played a factor in my wardrobe in months now.
We've been in the pandemic. It's almost a year. It was in March, so yeah, that part.
And it ain't comfortable.
And that's the thing. So, like she said, the great part about loungewear, and I know people are always asking me this, I used to have this thing. When I lived in New York, I went to an interview at Macy's. These fools had on pajamas, straight pajamas at the interview. I was very confused. I didn't know I was just confused. So, when they moved into the loungewear, at first I was kind of side-eyeing it because I'm like, okay, so now we giving them the green light to wear pajamas outside.
Loungewear too far.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
But you have to know what to pair it with, how to pair it. Going on Pinterest is a great idea. They have great boards for loungewear. Looking online, the Vogue online site, all the different fashion sites. Even if you're kind of searching online with Instagram. Now I'm going to say this. Leggings is not loungewear, and stop wearing them as pants. I'm going to hurt y'all. Ooh. That is not what you're supposed to do.
She came from my jugular.
Yeah, I love you, but stop doing that, y'all. And if you're going to do that, then you need to have your behind covered. It needs to be something long, you need to wear a tunic over it, a long cardigan, one of the loungewear cardigans or something like that. And I ain't come for her. She's crazy. So...
I felt it,
Because there's some leggings in the car. As soon as I come out of this, there's some leggings in the car, and I'm going to the shop.
Well, you have something covering it, so that's different. When you have short shirts, leggings are just not pants, guys. So again, get some cute loungewear. It's so many different ones. They even have loungewear that's sequins. They have sequins joggers. They have the sequins, the lightweight kind of cardigan
You're
jackets.
Just extra. You would wear a sequins. I
love sequins.
I know.
And guess what? It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas. She don't like Christmas like I do, but I do. So that's just more reason for you to throw on some sequins, throw on a basic t-shirt and a cardigan. You got a little pizzazz and you got some, regular. It's a nice little match. Okay, so I didn't talk enough about this fashion real quick. We can jump back in that. So I want to get back to these skin hair care tips. So I know we were talking about protective styles, things of that nature. Are there any like certain products to keep your scalp moisturized, or is there like a daily routine that we should be doing to kind of feel, like our hair is still being taken care of? Because some people are scared to even go to the beauty salon right now.
Right.
They're not even doing that.
Right.
So
you should definitely be taking care of your hair, whether it's in a protective style or whether it's loose. The product part is hard because everybody's texture is different. Everybody's curl pattern is different. So the product is not the same for everybody. So it kind of takes a little bit of work to figure out what will work for you, whether it's a LOC, whether it's LCO, which is liquid cream oils, to figure out which product works best for you. But if you have a protective style, you should definitely be oiling your scalp at least twice a week. You can shampoo protective styles. A lot of my clients do not, but you can shampoo protective styles. You can even take something as simple as like take a rag and put some sea breeze or witch hazel, alcohol-free witch hazel on your scalp, on the rag, wipe your scalp down. Go in and oil it if you don't want to shampoo it, but you got to clean it. Keep it cleaned, oil it, and keep it moisturized.
Okay. I know she always tells me like she likes the moisturizers with the nozzle on the bottle because they're better.
The nozzle is easier to get into those styles.
Those small spots. Okay. So if you have natural hair, I guess this is what you were saying. Like it's kind of hard to kind of,
like what will work for my hair may not work for Netta's hair. May
exactly.
not work for yours.
So what about 2-strand twists? Does that work for everyone, or is that just like
Again, it depends on your texture.
Okay.
It definitely depends on your texture. I feel like everybody cannot do a wash and go.
Mm-hmm.
A wash and go is not a wash and go for everybody. It may take you twisting or coiling or, doing a little bit more prep work to it. Okay. You can't just get up, wash your hair, and walk out the door. You're going to look like a fuzzy cotton ball by the end of the day, So you got to do a little bit more work to it.
So I know I have natural hair too, and my curl pattern is not how it used to be.
Right.
So I know the process of trying to learn what combinations work and, mixing other products. It can be kind of, it's taxing.
It is.
It's so taxing. Like I love natural hair because it's thick and it's healthy, but it's taxing trying to figure out the combination. Exactly.
So when I transitioned to natural, my hair has been natural since about 2009.
Okay.
I had no idea what to use. I was like, what do I do? So I started getting Curl Box.
Okay.
So that's something that
Curl Box is a subscription box, guys. Can look it up online.
Yes. It's a $25 box. You get a box every month with it usually comes with a full line of products. So it come with the shampoo, conditioner, some styling products, maybe an oil. Sometimes it even comes, she'll put random stuff in there, like a comb or a brush or like a scarf, something cute. So that was a way that I was able to try different products without having to go and buy a whole bunch of products.
Right. That actually makes a lot of sense.
And then become a product junkie. So that it was an affordable way to, kind of try different things.
So what's better, like silk bonnet, silk scarf, cotton, because
no
people,
cotton.
I mean, I know this, but I'm asking for
hair. Please don't put
everybody
cotton on
else.
your hair. Please,
okay.
please. Silk or satin is the best. You wearing beanies and hats all day, make sure it's silk or satin lined. Get you a silk pillowcase. When you do your shampoo, when you shampoo your hair at home, tie it up in a t-shirt, in a cotton undershirt, let it dry. Don't use a towel on it. There's different things to use, but please cover your hair at night.
So many people
don't. And then you
got
to think about it too. You have product in your hair, and then you go lay down, you go to sleep.
Right.
What's on your hair gets on your pillow, gets on your face.
Exactly.
Then you wonder why your skin's breaking out. Then you go to Netta, Netta, my face breaking out. When the last time you changed your pillowcase? Did you put a product on?
So Netta's not even using words at this point, guys. She's using sound. So let's just pivot real quick back to Netta.
Sorry.
So do you have a lot of people whose faces are breaking out, and what do you suggest for them to do?
I can say that I haven't had a lot of people. I'll have to commend my clients because they do take care of their skin. So shout out to y'all because y'all don't make my job harder than it has to be. But I mean, of course, there are some clients that come in and they have that occasional breakout. But it could be due to stress. It could be something that their diet may have changed, something like that. But the coincide with Cheryl said, absolutely change your pillowcase.
Cover your hair.
Exactly. Seriously.
So there's a brand. She's a new brand. Her name is Mara Brown. The owner is Chardonnay Wood, and she has beautiful satin bonnets for your hair. And the interesting great part about them is that they don't have elastic in them. They have a like a drawstring ribbon, so you don't get the band around your forehead exactly. So that's just a tidbit. If you want to go on marabrown.com, you can get those. And she also has silk scarves as well. That work really well for your hair. And I don't understand why you wouldn't want. I can't sleep with hair all over the place and things.
I mean, hey,
not doing
sometimes you
that.
get tired and you just don't feel like tying it up.
Well,
but
yeah, that
something
part.
as simple as just putting a bonnet on,
It's
that
real
is
simple.
something that will protect it.
Sometimes it be rough nights.
Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her. So, okay, so let's just pivot just a little bit. So, what have you guys been doing? And I mean, I'll share what I've been doing too. But during the pandemic, so a lot of people are doing e-learning with their children. They're working from home. Then you have some people who are working from home and they're also business owners. So you got a side hustle, you got the main hustle, and you got the kids at home. That's a lot happening. So that's not me. That's not my story, but it's a lot of people's story. It's a lot of people's story. But self-care is just so important because you have to take some time for yourself and you have to do some things for yourself. So what I'm trying to figure out is, how to share more about what we all can be doing and what have you guys been doing to kind of self-care during this time, because it's almost been a year now, like I said earlier.
Me, I have learned how to do my own pedicures.
Really?
Yes, since COVID has hit, of course.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. I'm not doing that
I brought
either.
the whole system, so it's like.
Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. I even learned how to do my own facials. I do all of that now myself, which probably when things, get a little bit better, I'm going back to get my own facials. But I have. That's the thing I've learned during COVID is that I was doing my own pedicures and I did my own facials.
So what's your process for your facials? Is it like a whole system or a kit
it's a
or
lot.
something?
It'll take me a while to explain.
Oh, Lord. Well, can we get some basic tips? Like, this is crazy.
I mean, cleanse your skin, of course, do all of that. Then I steam it. I do all types of stuff, y'all. Serums. It's elaborate.
I'll pay somebody to do it.
That part.
Yes.
She talking about serums and steaming. What are you steaming your face? Is it face steamer?
Yeah, I brought a face
steam
steamer.
You can steam your hair too.
Yeah.
You can steam other
I know you can
things,
steam
too.
your hair. I'm not doing that.
Sure.
I would. Okay, we're not doing Yanni steaming today here. I know a lot of people do that too.
That's self-care too.
You know what?
Yeah, you're
I'm gonna do a self-care
needs
part.
hair.
I'm gonna do a self-care part too, because there's a couple other things we can talk about. I'm gonna do a self-care part
And
too.
yeah, that's another thing that the piggyback of what Cheryl said. Even when you're doing your facial cleansing, you should pay particular attention to your body as well. Just because you feel like you wash up with soap every single day, your body needs to be exfoliated as well. Exfoliate your body twice a week. Target has some great exfoliating gloves. You put them on your hands like gloves, and you can literally just lather your skin up, exfoliate your entire body, because your body needs to shed dead skin cells as well. So don't neglect your body thinking you just got to do your face. No, do your entire body.
A lot of people have been saying to me is that their skin is dry and they're itching and things like that. It's because you're not moisturizing your skin. And stop buying the watered down lotions.
Absolutely.
It just does not work. It has no essential anything's in
Yes,
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Even if you're just getting coconut oil, use coconut oil.
I use olive oil on my face and I use olive oil on my body, and people are like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah," because it's very hydrating. It's very hydrating. Yep. So when you're getting out the shower, if you can't identify or you haven't figured out what lotion works best for you, I like she said, coconut oil is great. I say olive oil because they're natural things. It's not going to hurt you. So if anything, you're going to get a little warm.
Yeah, exactly.
But
like I once a week I take a bath and I sit in a bathtub and I melt the coconut oil, put it in my bath water and just sit there. I'm older than them. I'm 42, so I got to preserve. I don't want no wrinkles.
I'm not telling her how old I am.
So I don't want no wrinkles. So I got to do what I got to do. So listen, melt you some coconut oil in the microwave, pour it in your bath water, soak. When you get out, your skin will be soft.
That's a good tip. I'm gonna try it.
It's soft, sexy. You be good to go. Then moisturize. Yes, girl.
Yes, girl. All right. So what have you been doing? The self-care
For my
doing?
self-care,
Yes.
I get out. I get out.
She needs fresh air.
Once a month, I go somewhere. I just go get a hotel and just stay overnight.
She do, y'all.
I don't, I'm not going like partying, clubbing out, nothing like that. I just go get a hotel, get some takeout, no kids. That's it. That's my self-care.
Me talking this sound again.
That's
Me talking this sound again.
I like to get away, or just go take a drive somewhere, just to get out the house, because I'm tired. You get tired of sitting in the house.
That's true.
So you guys have to be. I mean, I understand a lot of people have concerns, but driving in your car, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Roll, crack your window. It's getting a little cold, but if it's not so cold, crack your window, get some fresh air. Take somebody with
drive,
you.
right.
Have a conversation. Take one of your girlfriends or take girlfriends. Wear your mask.
Go for a walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because listen, at this point in time, everybody has been shut in, shut down, all of that. You need to take accountability for your mental health as well.
Yes.
Don't sit around and think you're gonna get all these beauty tips and hair tips and stuff like that. Your outer appearance is good, but how you feel in the inside, you need to take care of that as well.
That's most important. Because if you crazy, it don't matter what you look.
We didn't say these people.
But we in a
crazy.
pandemic.
I'm just saying.
As results to being in the pandemic,
I'm
you still
just
gotta take care of
saying.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Because being in 4 walls or however many walls and you just doing the same thing over and over,
Depressing.
you'll drive yourself crazy.
Absolutely.
So for me, it's a little different. I don't have kids. They have kids and little people and grandkids. I was like, should I say grandkids? I'm calling them little people. So I run a business. I have a full-time job. I don't look after my mom, but she's a priority. I make sure my mom is good.
I'm telling you.
I don't care. She gonna watch the show. So, but I want to make sure that my family's good. So those are priorities to me. However, I also know I need to take care of Sarah. So I like to sit in silence. I like to be in silence, or I like music. Music is my other love after fashion. If I wasn't in fashion, I tell people I'd be in music. I zone out. I'm not really a junk food eater, but I love baths and I love eucalyptus spearmint. So my house smells like it. It's in my bathtub. It's relaxing to me. And I literally will hide my phone, throw it under a pillow, turn it off. You guys have to start disconnecting from these cell phones.
Yeah.
All of us. And I know sometimes we're very connected to it. It's like your lifeline. But if you let your phone dictate you, you're going to miss everything.
Right.
You're going to miss everything. And you're going to continue to be like worried and concerned. And you just got to disconnect sometimes. So that's kind of like how I self-care. But being in my space and just being quiet sometimes is necessary, along with my own thoughts. It's just necessary. So I hope you guys got some tips from there. I'm not sure what else you guys are doing. Some other things that I know that have become very prominent. And I was talking to Miss Nataki Oliver of the Sold Firm here in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm going to shout her out. That is one of my bestest of friends. We've been friends for years. She is doing her thing with her gallery, curating great things. I wanted her to be here today, but she could not. But one thing is painting, going to these paint and sips. They're doing them virtual now. They're still doing some in person with some restrictions. They also have adult coloring books. And I'm real grown, but I'm real kiddie. I love to sit down with some colored pencils and color in a coloring book. It's like very, very, very relaxing. You just kind of zone out. And sometimes you need the zone out. So maybe if your kids are coloring, you tear out a page and you go in the corner and you color a page too. Maybe y'all all can zone out together. So I think that, looking online for some things are great. Talking to your friends, kind of seeing what they're doing, kind of like what we're talking about, because we're all kind of doing different things, completely different things. And that's great because some of the things that Netta's doing, I want to do, and some of the things that, Cheryl's doing, maybe V wants to do. So, self-care, guys, is very, very important. So I know we talked about, they're having side conversation, but I don't mean petty. So I know we talked about hydrating with water, but what are your food regimens looking like? Are you eating a lot of junk food, a lot of sugar, a lot of candy?
About that.
Oh,
It's okay.
Cheryl's not sharing. Cheryl's not sharing anymore.
I'm gonna get better.
I have
That's all I
stopped
can say.
eating a lot of junk food. My regimen pretty much it has changed, but for a reason, but which I'm not gonna disclose, but it has changed. So pretty much my eating habits is
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
My eating habits fluctuate. I have good days and I have bad days. I have cheese curls waiting in the car with me for me with a pineapple soda and a Cadbury bar.
Oh my gosh, Cheryl, that pineapple soda?
Yes.
And Cheetos, and what you say?
Cheese curls, a Cadbury bar. It got fruit in it.
A Cadbury bar.
You
What is
said
it?
fruit.
The fruit in that Cadbury bar. You never had a
Girl.
Cadbury bar?
I know what it
I mean,
is.
I'm just saying.
I don't even know what it is.
You know what a Cadbury bar is?
No, I
Oh,
never
baby,
seen
let me go
it.
get it for you. But you know, I have my good
Pusher.
days. You know, I just
Pusher.
ran into a Herbalife consultant, so I'll take my little shakes. You know, every now and then. I'm kind of keto-ish when I want to be. But Five Guys fries be calling me sometimes.
Yeah, they
so
good,
you
right?
know,
Sure. Do you feel like
it's
Herbalife
balance.
Do you feel like Herbalife is too acidic though?
I'm sure it is.
You might want to look into it.
Okay.
Okay. So it was so much shade. So
I mean, I'm looking at it a different way too. Like my kids have both gained weight sitting home, so I'm trying to like transition our diets and trying to find different things for them to,
that's true.
you know, have easy access to.
and that's another thing. You know, staying active because you're staying still.
Yeah.
Go in your yard and run a couple laps. Walk
was
around
about
your
to-
neighborhood.
yes,
You know,
absolutely.
I don't know if you
can't run
bicycle,
laps in
do
my
that. What she said? What did you say? I missed it.
She can't run laps in her yard.
Okay, if you can't run, you can walk. Walking is an option.
Girl, don't say nothing else.
You can definitely walk. You can definitely go walking by yourself with a friend. Put your headphones in, your earbuds, whatever you got.
I mean,
and get
YouTube some
active.
exercises.
Yeah, that's true.
what
That's
we'll do.
true.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos on there. I know a lot of people are doing a lot of Zoom, not Zoom, got Zoom on the brain, Zumba videos now, so you can do those at home as well. Because being active, you're not going to lose any weight if you just sitting there eating
Cheese curls and Cadbury bars.
what she said and pineapple soda,
And pineapple-
like all
Gotta
kind
have
of
pineapple
sugar.
soda.
Pineapple soda do be good.
And if you feel like you need a gym environment, I have a guy, he works at Monster Mode. He's in Newark, Delaware, and he does one-on-one classes. So I mean,
virtual or in person.
Either or. So you can hit him up on he's on Facebook.
I am amazed at how people have pivoted their businesses
You have to. You have
to fit into this time. Like virtual personal trainer, that sounds insane, but it makes a lot of sense.
And he's very reasonable. I think I paid like what? He's very reasonable. I'm gonna just say.
I'm not sure what's happening.
I can't listen. I was trying to think of what I even paid. I don't even remember. But he is very.
Do you
reasonable.
not agree to this result? Like, okay.
Oh no, that's not what I meant by
Oh,
that.
okay.
Right,
Okay. I'm like, what's happening?
He's very reasonable.
Yes, he is. He's very
But reasonable to you may not be reasonable to me. So you know, you gotta do that research on your own.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. You have to find what works for you. You know, you have to find what works for you.
But you do need to do something.
You
Yes.
have to do something exactly.
Absolutely.
What that something is, you know, you might want to eat. I mean, you might want to walk while you eating your cheese curls.
This one in these
Lord
cheese
have
curls.
mercy on my
Just
soul.
saying, balance.
I
was just gonna say I think it's okay to
to
cheat sometime,
I'ma
but
do better next
you
year.
killing me
How
with the
about that?
walking in the Cheetos or the cheese curls or
Walk
whatever
to
they
the store
are.
to get the cheese curls instead of
yeah.
driving.
Yeah, that's true. Sure. There
Okay,
you go.
maybe okay, maybe.
Okay,
I don't know, y'all. Maybe
I'm gonna do better. Maybe.
you're not doing bad, but
Right.
I don't know, y'all. I'm telling y'all, these two are my secret weapons. I love them both so much. They have just become a part of my family. You know, makeup, hair. My mom goes to them. I refer people to them, and if I refer you to them, do right, because I don't play those games. So, because I don't want no smoke. So, I'm trying to think. What else do I want to ask you, ladies? What else do you have to share with our viewers today on self-care and loving their hair and their face? And
So there's one thing that I just came across, and I'm not 100%. Like I don't know everything about it yet. So for anybody that has experienced COVID, that has been COVID positive over the last few months, a lot of people, there's a term, and I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not even going to say what it is, but it starts with a T. There's a lot of hair thinning. There's a lot of hair loss as a result of COVID.
I did hear that.
I did too.
You've seen it? Yeah. I'm seeing it a lot more now. And, you know, my clients are coming back after they've had COVID over the summer. And they're like, you know, my hair shedding and all. And you know, I'm thinking, oh, it's stress. You know, no, it's not. You know, there is a technical term. So if you have experienced COVID and you are experiencing, you know, hair thinning or loss, see a dermatologist. Because there is a term for it and there is a medication for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've heard the term too.
I've seen a
Yeah,
couple
it's
people
like
post.
Teflon F. I don't know. I'm going to mess it up. But
Okay.
it starts with a T. It's two words, a T and an E, and I cannot think of how to say it.
Yeah, I seen a couple people on Instagram that was posting that their hair was shedding after they
You
tested
seen
positive.
Alex show it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw hers.
I was like, that's weird.
And you know, guys, not that this is necessarily about self-care, but it is because you care about yourself. But you know, COVID is a real thing. I know we joke about it lightly and say things lightly, but it is a real thing. We really are. We are in a pandemic, and it's not only affecting people in regards to their employment and people's businesses. It's also affecting their health. So make sure you are masking up. Make sure you are sanitizing. You're washing your hands. Making sure you're doing you're 6 feet apart. You gotta give me 6 feet, maybe 50 feet if we keep it up. Don't stand up on people. We gotta do 6 feet, guys.
Some of these things they put in place just need to stay.
Yes,
Listen, and I know y'all probably looking at all of us, but all three of us sitting up here without a mask, but we have all been tested.
Yes, all have been tested.
But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it in the nicest way possible. When you're out in public, back up.
Please.
Like literally, back up. Give people space. Do not invade people's space. You do not know their mental state for one.
Exactly.
A lot of people are a little off today. Like they elevator don't go all the way to the top already before COVID, and then you add this on it, and it's just a lot going on.
Exactly.
So please respect people's boundaries
And respect their policies.
Yes.
When you come into the salon, you have to wear your mask. You don't just come in and take your mask off.
Exactly.
No.
Like when you come to my studio, it's only one person at a time.
Right.
If I'm still with a client, you have to wait in your car, and I will call you to come in. Unless you came together, you still got to wear your mask though.
And I think that's important that they're telling you that, because those are kind of some standardized guidelines that are going on with like beauty services. We'll just say beauty services. And you have to, that's a part of self-care too. I don't want to be so close in your space that it doesn't even have to be COVID. I don't want your cold. I just don't want your germs, and you don't want mine either.
Right.
So it's important that, we're just making sure that we are taking precautions, because if I'm being safe, I'm also helping you be safe.
Yeah.
So we just want to make sure that, like I said, everybody in the world, we lightly say, oh, COVID, but it's a real thing. It's really happening.
And get tested.
Yes, and get tested. And get tested frequently. It's nothing wrong with that. For me, like I was saying earlier, not only am I a designer and I'm a stylist, so I'm helping clients, I'm making deliveries. I'm also the director of the Women's Business Center. We do have hybrid events. We have live events, and I have to be around people, and it's very important that I go get tested, because I don't want to take it back to my family, my coworkers. I need to make sure we're all safe. Right. So when you're being safe for everyone else as well.
Yeah, Sara was coughing on me earlier, y'all. I was concerned.
I have sinuses too, but she would not let that girl live. I was like, I've been tested, I'm fine.
Leave Sara alone.
So, guys, it's been real. I think we've got some great tips today. I've talked a little bit about fashion. I just squeezed that in there. But what I am going to say also is, even though you're in your loungewear and you're doing all these cute things, when you are out and about in public, do not, I repeat, do not go into your house and sit in your outside clothes on your furniture. Take your clothes and your shoes immediately off. Don't walk through your house with your shoes on. Yes. Because you don't know what you picked up on your clothes. And just because you're covered doesn't mean it didn't touch your coat, your sweater, your pants, or the bottom of your shoe. And especially if you have children, the small children, they're crawling around on the floor and things of that nature. Just take those little small precautions to be safe. And that's also about, again, that's still self-care, because you're caring for you. You're caring for your friends, your family, whomever's in the household with you. Just don't sit on your, just
yes, absolutely.
Take everything off and,
And wash your face.
Yes. Cheryl wants you to wash your face.
Yes.
I want you to wash your hands.
My home is no shoe free. You cannot wear shoes, in my home. And listen, practice that. Before COVID, y'all should have been practicing that. Right. People nasty out here.
Yeah, some of these things should have already been bottom line foundation things that we should know.
It should be number one priority.
Absolutely, absolutely. I really wanted to come to you guys and share my secret weapons. That's what I like to call them. You guys have seen a lot of me on social lately, from between events from WBC and so grateful, winning 40 under 40 with DBT and doing all these great things, trying to do all these great things in the city. I'm always, makeup done and hair looking right. These are my secret weapons, and I love sharing these ladies with you today. So I want to, say thank you for tuning in. If you need any of us, I will make sure our information is in the notation section of this video so that you can contact each of us for any of your needs. I want to thank WSFS for sponsoring this style conversation today. I also want to thank Mr. Ken Palmer, who is doing our audio and tech today. Y'all know audio and tech is not my wheelhouse. And when he got here today with all these bags and stuff, I said, I thought I was doing a small production. Like, what's happening? We got lights and wires and all kinds of stuff going on, y'all. So I want to thank him. And then we also have a photographer on site, Mr. Andre Wright of Color of Life. You will not see him. He's in the background. So I will drop those dope photos when we get them. So we want to just thank, because I always say there's no I in team. Can't do any of this by myself, nor would I want to. I love doing stuff with my friends. And my colleagues. So again, welcome to the first, because I know I've been hiding on the style conversation. Style conversation is coming back. When we meet again, we may not have part 2 right away of self-care because there's some other people I want to plug, but we will be back in 2021. Your girl got to take a break because I've been working real hard in 2020 despite of the pandemic. So again, I want to thank V and I want to thank Miss Cheryl, my secret weapons, for joining me on the couch today, talking about all things self-care and giving me some laughs too and some tips. And I hope to see you guys at the next style conversation.